Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use histogram in the data analysis pack. By default, this is not selected. You notice if you click on the data tab, I have this analyze tool. So if you don't have that, you'll have to go in and enable it. So to do that, you go to File, go to Options, and you go down to Add-ins. Okay, so you'll see those under, you see mine are up here under the active ones, but you'll see them under inactive, and you can just click on Go, and you can activate them. And once you do that and click on OK, this will come up in your data tab. So this is the third video I'm making. The first one I just showed you kind of doing it by hand without any functions. The second one I showed you how to use the frequency function. So this is the third video, the more advanced one. It's very similar to the second one where we had to come up with our intervals, right? We had to look at our min and our max, and then we can kind of figure out our class width. We want all the class widths to be the same in a histogram. And then we had this bins column, and we used the frequency function, and we had the end of each one. Now, you don't have to do this. Excel will give you the default, and I'll show you what that looks like, but I don't think it's very good. So you're probably going to go ahead and put bins in. So here we go. Just kind of click in a blank spot, and we come up here to data analysis. A window will pop up, and you're going to want to look for histogram. Okay, here's histogram here. So click OK. So the first thing it wants to know is the input range. So this is going to be all your IQs you're going to select. All right, you can select them. And then the bin range. Now, if you don't put a bin range here, it's going to make its own. So I'll show that first. So here, I'm just going to put output range, and I'm going to click on this cell right here. So I was going to export my histogram here. So I click OK. Automatically, it only gave me 3 bins, right? And it kind of calculated everything and said, okay, there's 1 in this bin, there's 3 in this one, 8 in this one, and there's 2. There's more than that. So if you wanted to make a histogram of this, you could go to insert and put the chart in. Okay. And then, of course, you'd have to go in and make some labels for this. So that's one way to do it, using the histogram without having to actually put the bin in. You can let Excel do it automatically. But let's say we want to go ahead and do it, and we want to find our own bins. So again, I'm going to go to the data tab, click on data analysis, click on histogram. All right, for the input range, I'll go ahead and select all my IQs, make sure those are selected. For the bin range now, I'm going to click in there. I'm actually going to select on these endpoints for the bins. And again, the output range, I'm going to go ahead and click over here. Oop, let me start. I'm going to go ahead and click right here for my output range. I'll click OK. And now we have something that looks very similar to what we had earlier. Again, just to put it side by side, I'll copy that. Okay, here's where the old one was. You can see that that lines up close, or perfectly, I should say, which it should. And then from here, we can do what we did earlier. We can select our frequencies, go to Insert, select our bar chart, 2D bar chart. I could go up here in the cart title and put a IQ. And then I can right-click on the bars, go to Format Data Series, and get rid of my gaps. Set that gap width to 0. And while I'm here, I'll click on my Paint tool and change my border to black, and I'll make it 2-point width. Okay. And I'll go ahead and add my data points. Hit this plus sign. Go to Data Labels. I'll take the default. Okay. And there we have it. So this is the third way to make the histogram using the histogram in the data analysis package. Hope you found that helpful.